Good morning, Lakeview Intermediate. It is January 6th, Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day. We are ready for it at Lakeview. Good morning. Great to see everybody today. Let's get started with Lakeview Liftoff Live. All right, first off, I'm going to get into our morning announcements this morning. First things first, I've covered these the last couple days, but I just want to make sure everybody's clear. So we're going to repeat these because some of you might not have been at the other liftoffs. So reminder to everybody, this is the last week of CLP. Be on time. Do your best to attend every Zoom class because your teachers need every minute they can get with you this year because we've had a lot of time out of school and they have a lot to cover. So please do your best to be there every day. Show that Miller 5 trait of being responsible and be a great learner in class participating. In-person school does start next Monday. And when we come to in-person school, we need to have our masks, our water bottle, Chromebook and charger. So Chromebook and charger should be taken care of because you hopefully have that right in front of you right now. But make sure you have a fresh mask or two, if you can, a water bottle that you can reuse and return every day to school. Be thinking ahead. Am I ready for next week? And if not, let your family know that you might need to get something to be ready for next week. And then remember that when we do come to in-person school starts at 7. Well, school doesn't start. The doors open at 7:10. Just want to remind everybody because it's been a while since we've done that. And we will follow the same procedures we were doing. Pod 7 in the pit, Pod 5 in the band room, 6th grade and 5th grade on the floor in the gym, 6th grade in the bleachers. All those procedures will be the same, staying distant, all that. Want everybody to be ready. And remember what we were doing back in November, those procedures, we need to get right back on it, doing a great job with procedures next week, especially because we know that we have to stay safe and healthy. So the distancing and masks are going to be super, super important, even more important than they were in November. All right. And then the first semester, it's unusual. It ends at the end of next week. Usually the first semester ends in December. It's been pushed back. So 6th grade, you're still going to the same semester electives until the end of next week. And semester grades wrap up next week. So get those grades in and get them where you want them to be and show your teachers what you know this week. Also, remember to bring your library books back. If you've had a library book since November, check your room, the car, the living room, or whatever space in your house you might have had a book, and make sure you bring those back on Monday as well. Okay, I got something in the mail yesterday that I want to share with you all, and I can't put it on my screen, so I'm just going to, let me see here. So I got this really cool folder in the mail yesterday, and this is from the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, and what they have is a Keep Our Land Grand statewide trash poster contest. Poster entry deadline, January 31st. All students K through 12 can enter to win a cash prize and more. And teachers of state winners get cash and prizes too. How about that? And so what they do is they put together a calendar, and I have a sample of last year's calendar, which has examples of, so each month they pick a design. And so you see it can be something positive about our state. I love this message: prepare for our future, honor the past. And then if you look real close, they even have some designs in the extra days on the calendar, and it's encouraging. There's a message from a 4th grader that's included in the calendar. Take a look at February. Pollution is a fact, so clean up your act. I love that. That's cute. And then again, they have other designs, kind of runner-ups are down there. Look at that one, squeak up your trash. That's cute. So lots of examples through this calendar very, very cool. So they are looking for trash posters, keeping Oklahoma grand and clean. And some of these are done. This one's done by a high schooler. Very impressive. But again, even to be featured down there would be super, super cool in this statewide calendar. And there's even examples here from 1st graders. So any of my artists, I'm calling my artists. I know Mrs. Nelson would love to see you participate. If this is up your alley, I am going to find a way to scan this and send it out in Schoology today. So if you are interested, you will have the information you need to put in an application poster for this contest. I would love to see you all put in an entry. So anyway, that's a great opportunity, and I'll put that out on Schoology later today for our artists. All right. You know what's next. It's time for the Miller 5 shout out.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and down, throw my hands.
All right, let's find out who our shout out today. My shout out comes actually down from Pod 7. I got this one from Mrs. Latham in Pod 7. Our shout out goes to Corey McIntyre. Corey, I'm looking at you. That's right, Corey. Mrs. Latham says she is so proud of you because you are always on time to Zoom class and very responsible about turning in all of your work. And I like this one. Mrs. Latham said if she's going to be gone, she takes the time to let her teachers know, and even says has her mom send an email on top of that. So just being very courteous and saying, hey, I'm not going to be in class, but want you to know I'm still here. I'm doing my work. I'm ready and responsible. I love that, Corey. That's a great way to show responsibility, especially during CLP learning. So I'm proud of you. That's awesome. And that's why you are the Miller 5 shout out. Corey McIntyre, way to go. All right. Next, we have Admit 1 advisory. So let me bring in Mrs. Mann and Miss Conklin. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Doing great.
Good.
Hey,
So
before we start our lesson, I want to show you something. Oh, look, Christmas. Every day is a holiday. It's a calendar. So let me show you. You want to know what today's national holiday is? I know you do. Miss Conklin, you want to know?
I do.
I do.
So today, January 6th is National Technology Day. How appropriate, because we are utilizing all of our technology.
More than we ever thought we would.
Exactly.
National technology. Okay.
So
We'll have fun with our technology today.
stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a fun one. So
Okay. Oh, I love you sharing those. Let's keep doing that.
That's
That's
cool.
fun.
I'm
All right.
glad that every day can be a holiday of some kind.
that's right. And of course, that brings a song to my head because I sing everything. Here's a tip for all you Disney fans. The song is from Mary Poppins.
Oh.
I'll let you think about that later. I'm sure Mrs. Bustos is already singing it. So
All right. Well, what do we got for Admit 1 today?
Well, do you have some slides?
I sure do. Just when you're ready, I'll put them up here. Here we go.
All right. Well, yesterday we talked about reflecting on the year 2020. And I wanted you to think about some things that were positives and some things that maybe you would like to change. And I did that for a reason, because today our lesson is about setting a SMART goal. Well, you're thinking, well, what is a SMART goal? Well, a SMART goal is, and I will tell you on the next, there you go. It is a goal that is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant, and it's timely. So quickly, let's talk about those. So it's something specific, like this year, I want to read 5 books. It's measurable. How are we going to measure it? Because we're going to know if I say I want to read 5 books, at the end of that, I can look at my 5 books that I've read. Is it attainable? Can I read 5 books in a year? Yeah, I can read 5 books in a year. Is it relevant? Sure, it's relevant. It's relevant because I want to learn. I want to get information from the books that I want to read. And is it timely? Yes, it's timely because at this time, I want to gain knowledge. So in the year of 2021, one of my goals is to gain knowledge. And so that's just an example of how I set a SMART goal. You all will be setting your own SMART goals. Mrs. Mann is going to talk to you a little bit more about that.
yeah, on the next slide. So a SMART goal is a detailed goal. It tells us what we want to achieve. There's one of those W words we use a lot. It tells us when we want to achieve it. And it also tells us how to measure it. And those are some things that Mrs. Conklin just kind of talked about. But you guys, we have to know what we're looking for. We can't just say arbitrarily, I want to make all A's this year. We got to figure out how are we going to do that? We got to have a plan, right? And so that's what a SMART goal does. Just like she said, we can't just throw it out there and hope it happens, right? I can't say, I want to eat healthier, and then I don't plan my grocery list to have healthier food, right? And plan my meals. We have to put some effort into it. And that's a big word that takes, that is very important. We have to put effort and practice into things to get to our goals. So the SMART goal tells us what we want to achieve, when we want to achieve it, and how we're going to make that happen. Okay. And then the last slide, when we set a goal, here's why we need to do it, because it's going to help us grow. Remember, we've got that growth mindset, right? And so the SMART goal just helps us get there, and it helps keeping us move forward, right? If we make a mistake or if we fail, is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing if we learn from it, right? Because mistakes happen. We just have to learn from them. There are opportunities to learn. So remember, that growth mindset helps us keep moving forward. We may have to look back a little bit to see how we can change it and get better, but we're going to keep trudging on. And it also helps keep us focused. That SMART goal helps us keep our eyes on the end prize, right? So if you want to run a marathon, you're looking for that end of the line, right? That's what you're looking for. But you've got to have all those steps in place to get you to the point where you can do that. So keep those things in mind. We can't wait to talk to you some more tomorrow about SMART goals and how to help you set one for yourself. And Mrs. setting personal SMART goals for ourselves as well. So
Absolutely.
Our students may not know this, but even all the adults in our school, the teachers, and even Mrs. Frame and I, we all have to set goals professionally of things that we're going to do better every year. And so it's a good thing to do, just no matter what your age, is to reflect on where you're at and what's something I can do, kind of like I said on Monday, to think of something you can do as a student just a little bit better. And like we see on screen, I love it. Grow, forward, focus. Those are great words. That's exciting. That makes that gets me excited about watching our kids grow and moving forward. That's awesome.
And Mr. Hine, you said something that jogged something in my mind. As educators, we're lifelong learners. And I hope that kiddos, you're going to be a lifelong learner. There's always something new to learn. We've all learned so much on technology. Happy National Technology Day. You've learned so much already. And now how can you move that forward and learn even more? So, and goals don't have to be huge elephants you have to bite off, right? They can be small things that keep you going. So,
yep, absolutely. Great message today. Thank you, ladies. All right. Let's bring in Mrs. Frame. And good morning, Mrs. Frame. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
Good. Let's get our corny joke up on screen. I know everybody's ready for this one. I had this one delivered to me first thing this morning from Miss Trudy in Pod 8, and I'm really excited to share this one with you all. What's that?
I love jokes from Miss Trudy.
Yeah, she does a great job, and I love it when she helps me laugh too at the end, because she's got a great laugh, and she laughed at me this morning because I like this big slump, like when I heard the joke, and that tells you that it's a great corny joke, So anyway, usually that would be a bad reaction to something if we all went ugh, but it is such a fun corny joke. So here we go. Today's corny joke of the day for January 6th. What did the fisherman say to the magician? I don't know why a fisherman would be talking to a magician, but if he did, what would he say?
Put a fish on my hook.
Pick a cod, any cod.
There you go.
See? You had the same reaction as me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is horrible.
It's so horrible. It's amazing.
So anyway, it certainly is a fantastic corny joke of the day. So thank you, Miss Trudy, for always bringing the humor to our team and bringing us a great corny joke. I love that. So, all right, Mrs. Mann, Miss Conklin, have a great day.
Hey, keep chatting. The kids are putting things about their goals in life in the chat, and I'm loving reading this. They've got some long-term goals for what they want to be when they grow up and different things. So I'm loving it. Keep it up, kiddos. Keep dreaming.
And you know what? I love that is how we use chat when you're that's great. Digital citizenship. When you're in a situation, in a meeting or something like this, where you have the ability to chat, that is a great use of technology, is sharing what you think about what the speaker is saying and doing, as opposed to chatting about stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on. So that is an awesome use of that. I'm proud of you all, and keep sharing that. That's awesome to see. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day. All right, Mrs. Frame, let's do our pledges.
All right, go ahead and quietly stand. Your right hands over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Oklahoma flag. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity.
All right. Well, can you think of anything else we need to cover, Mrs. Frame, or are we ready to launch this day?
I think we're ready.
Let's do it. Okay, we are
Lakeview.
We are not
Average.
We will strive.
For the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will
Grow.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff.
All right, friends, have a wonderful Wednesday. Your first class starts in 13 minutes. Be there on time, be ready, be responsible, and be a great learner today. And we can't wait to see you back at school next Monday. Have a great day. Liftoff live tomorrow at 7:30. See you then.